Man, that intro's just, most of them fade out. That intro just goes, we're done. Again, good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for February the 21st, 2025. I am Mom and I'm joined by Loki on my lap, who, when I just made that little slapping sound, was not happy at me. Chris and Taz are here. Taz is being quiet because Taz is not feeling great. But Chris is not being
Good
quiet.
morning.
Oh, we did get a Taz sound. Yay!
Oh my god, he made a sound.
Yes, he made a sound, but that's okay. He can kill from silence. Pew pew does not require noise. Come on. Here we go. I have nothing interesting Trek-related from yesterday. I saw nothing come across my feeds that's talking about Trek, which is always interesting.
I want to die today. My day started with my ticket being escalated for no reason at all, because the client was already told it's with engineering. Like, can do really not much.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just being asked to do another thing that's totally not my thing from a specialist out of everybody. How am I supposed to take something over from a specialist? I'm not a specialist myself. I don't know. Get off me. Why don't you just leave me alone?
So
I'm asking for a screen share. Fudge off.
Ooh, we have a colony upgrade. Hey, if anybody wants to burn some fleet marks and you're part of the strike group, there's a colony upgrade on the dip ships looking for 3,000 fleet marks. Good morning, Cliff. How are you doing? Leave that one alone there. Anything else going on? Nope. Leave that all alone for now. So what shall we do? Aside from Gonkra, do you want to run up and do Gonkra real quick?
I'm just heading there now, yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me send some invitations out. Taz, are you in game? I don't see you.
No, I'm
Just taking it easy?
trying to, yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm feeling better. See, I can pretty much move my right shoulder. There we go. I can move it like 90% better than yesterday without going, ah. But last night I wasn't feeling unwell. I was feeling exhausted because the dogs decided I should get up at 4 in the morning. Oh, shoot. What's the shortcut to Gonkra? Is there a story that's a shortcut?
I just have it in my transwarp ability.
Yeah, I've got a 6-minute cooldown on my transwarp.
Gonkra is...
There's got to be something that gets me up there.
It's not close to anything I know, unless you have an ability to go to a general colony, or...
I might. This is... No, this fleet isn't established.
Or any of the episodes with the Zenketi, I think, because they might have something to do with it.
Let's see.
The Lucari have discovered some
Lucari
unusual...
Zenketi is... Is that future-proof? Nope. Let's try that one. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if that gets me any closer.
Oh, great. So I need to take over a ticket with an already call on the screen share. I have no clue what the frick this is all about. I want to die. I want to freaking die today. Today is not a good day to be at work. Fridays are the worst.
Oh, yeah. Well, either Fridays are the worst or they're just fine.
No, at my company they're always the worst.
Okay.
It always starts with a ground shake-up, and then it just escalates to explosion.
Well, Fridays for us... Ooh, Cliff is on a 3-stream streak. Fridays for us would either be horrible, as everybody would figure out the problems that they knew about all week long and didn't bother to mention, which is always a joy, Or it would be a day of everybody decided the heck with it, we're taking the day off. I mean, from the customer side and our side. And it would just be, me wrapping up stuff for the week and watering the plants. I'm almost there. Nope, that's not where I want to be. I want to be there in the battle zone. Yes. I'll be there in a moment, Chris.
And I'm at a point where I'm looking at my pupper and I'm wondering if I shouldn't just call it in and take him to a vet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You should. I mean, vet might have something that's going to help better.
Because I have an ointment that I've been using. I'm trying to order a different one that is with ozone, so it's just very much intensifies healing of wounds and stuff.
Or you could go to the vet and have them give you something.
Yeah, and pay 3 times than that, and I don't have the money right now.
Okay. That's a whole different thing.
That's the thing. I'm really short on money right now, and that's the issue.
That's a problem, yes.
So I'm trying to figure out a way of...
Where are you, Chris?
This is Kathy operating a multiple...
Oh, you're right behind me. Okay. Do we want to hit that asteroid thing right behind us?
Yeah, I was just heading there when they started pestering me and stuff.
How dare they?
I'm so really annoyed with today. It couldn't be the worst day for all of this to drop. Like, my dog woke me up at 4.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure what the hell is going on. Because, he's got so many issues at his age. So it might be his stomach just being the reflux event. His paw, he might just have his joints and his spine hurt.
Oh, yeah.
He's 15 years old. He has the right to have his issues.
He does indeed. Oh, that's right. It's battleships, dreadnoughts, and cruisers, not anything.
Yeah.
Oh, the heck with that. As long as I got my pull around damage, so we'll just get your stuff, and if I happen to get my 15, great. If we don't, my world doesn't end. Cliff says, sorry to hear that, Chris. We've had councilmen invading our privacy and stressing us all out. It's been a nightmare. I don't know what councilmen are. Maybe like an HOA type thing? Yeah, our HOA decided to they had an election, got all new people, and they're doing a bunch of stuff that I don't care for. So I wanted to get my house painted. And I picked the really unusual color of white. They're like, oh, no. Can't do white. Why not? You can do this shade of white or that shade of white, but then you need to do these trim colors. I don't want trim colors. I just want my house in one color because I've got red brick. You start putting on lots of colors, you look like the rest of the houses around here, which are... And she goes, yes, it's our color scheme. I'm like, but it's ugly and it's muddy and it looks dirty. And the one house that everybody hates was before the HOA came in. The guy had a brick house and he painted it white. And it's the house on the corner, so it looks immense. It's this gorgeous big house, and it's no bigger than anybody else's. But it's when you don't have too many trees and you do have a brightly colored house, and it went for 40% over market value when it sold last month. And people are complaining. No. That's what you're trying to do. Good morning, Saab.
I just basically told my boss that, and honestly, I'm at the point where if my job is gonna look like, oh, 1 month it's gonna be green, and another month it's gonna be like, oh, look, you haven't closed enough tickets because we made a quota of tickets you need to close, even though it's completely unrealistic. And I'm just gonna start looking for another job again, because I'm gonna be stuck at this position, like, because they will always do something that will block me.
Yeah.
They'll figure out a factor that will just block me here.
That does happen. Cliff says, odd job men ripping down our ceilings, then painting our ceilings, and then swearing. And they swear like sailors, no respect. Yeah. back in the day when we had our roof redone, we had to keep the dogs out of the yard because the men would be working in the backyard with their ladders on all that stuff, and I didn't want them getting hurt with the dogs, and I didn't want the dogs getting hurt. But I was really explicit. If you drop anything like nails, or if you... Well, no smoking. Absolutely no smoking, because the dogs could get to the cigarette butts. And if you drop anything, it has to be picked up. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. So after picking up all the nails and the cigarette butts for like a week, they're like, oh, that's not ours. Oh, so somebody came into our yard and dropped nails and cigarette butts.
Yeah, and you have to be very careful with those.
Yeah.
There's a cruiser.
Yep. Well, I've got a few. It's just I'm not going to get the 15, and I don't care.
Well, you need to get 15 of total of something. You can just kill 15 cruisers and be done with it.
Yeah, it's just finding the 15 cruisers that gets challenging.
Unless it's that comes here, the frigates.
Right.
The spear thingy. That's a little bit further down. Drops a
one?
lot of battleships. The
sphere thing?
The orange sphere with those.
The ones that are in the center?
Yeah,
And
or
then
in the
ha-
center, the smaller areas that they tend to be.
You want to head up there with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Those things are the end ones. There we go. They made a mess even though they say we will clear up after ourselves. They didn't. Yeah, I know how that goes.
Fight off the incoming Zenkethi ships. Keep control of the area.
Of course, there's other people here too, but everyone in a last-ditch attempt to get their Congress stuff in before noon. So I've got 5 out of the 15.
We have taken to
Right,
Zenkethi
someone else
facility.
took it over.
Reinforcements are
And
inbound.
that one went. There's only one left now. We can skip it. We can go do something that's actually fun. If you got yours, that is. Did you get yours?
Oh yeah, just 2 more needed.
Okay.
Oh, there's a cruiser.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I still need 1 more. They give you the count?
No. I'm just too far away from you. Let's see.
Darn.
It's okay. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about it. Especially on this
Yeah,
account.
because when these spheres are in their stage, they throw a lot of cruisers, battleships, and that.
They
that
do, but
stuff.
you
I
got to
think
have everybody go blue
they activate.
first.
Yeah, when the battle's in, it's further down, I think.
Yeah, no, it's got to be completely blue, and this is one that you have to work hard to get it all blue. Oh, Cliff, you're more than welcome to join us. We're just kind of goofing around.
Shields failing.
Chris had Zenkethi ships, and I thought I'd see if I could get my Conquest stuff done, but I don't actually care.
Why is this ship attacking us, but we can't attack it back?
Because it's
Yeah, what's going
special.
on? Well, it's special. You mean evil?
It's got
Go away.
metaphasic shields. It's special.
So can we have those, but they're not as good as theirs.
You're not special enough. So what's... You got your 30?
Nope.
Oh,
So need
where are you?
1 more, literally 1 more.
Where are you? There
So-
you are. Coming over to join you.
Oh, this one's already complete. No point in coming here. What about this? The things happening here. This is taken over. What about? Oh, this one doesn't
The relay up
activate until
there is
later.
done.
Oh, I think we can find them here. Yeah, there we go.
Fight off the the incomings and Kethy ships.
Along with everybody
Yeah,
else.
it's the
apparently.
nice. Yeah.
Ship is under attack.
There's battleship.
That's it.
Alright, here's another battleship. Of course, as soon as I decide I'm done with this, it gives me battleships.
Are you done with that?
Yeah.
Your end?
No, I'm done with it, yes, in that sense of it. Did I get my 15? No. Do I care? No.
Come on.
What is coming up this afternoon in this, though? Oops, wrong button. What have we got? I think this weekend's is... Crystalline Catastrophe is what I think this weekend is.
Oh yeah, you mentioned
Yeah,
that.
Crystalline Entity is today.
Ugh.
Yeah, but it's fast. I mean, you can knock that out in under a minute. I'm going to get out of here.
So you're not just following through with this?
Nah, I'm not going to waste my time. I've already maxed out the endeavors on this one.
You already here. I don't.
No. If I'm going to do pew pew, I want to do pew pew that's fun. I don't want to do pew pew that's annoying. Cliff, if you log in, let me know, and I will add you to the party, and we can go do something that is fun. I'm not anti doing some of the... is this one? Do I need a patrol? I could do one of the new Borg patrols or TFO on this one. I won't say no to that.
Nice. Stop getting notifications for this.
No worries, Cliff. Okay, let me send you an invitation, Cliff, and I think... I'll leave that open until we get there. So this weekend is junior officers, what is it, junior duty officers, junior bridge officers, whatever that thing is.
Yep.
And
Even whatever. It's just a weekend, I guess.
yeah, and there's something else
Thing.
that's going on. It's nothing exciting.
Oh no. God forbid we got anything exciting.
Let's see. Overview. Research and development weekend. So, extra.
Oh yeah, the packages are going to be cheaper as well, but
Yeah.
there's no promo packs though.
Yeah. You get some dilithium ore when you do nodes. So, you know, picking up... Harvesting materials gets you extra. So I was going, heh duty, heh. Oh! Wrong button. Sorry about that one. Here
Did
he
you
goes.
just leave and come back?
Yeah, I did. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit this button.
Duty.
There you go, Sav.
Hell?
I see Captain McDuff is logged on. There you are. Invitation is sent. I suppose I could look at my other accounts and see if anybody's got anything more interesting. Give me a sec here. Let's see, that's the main account. So I noticed they've been patching like twice a week lately.
Yeah, like they've been patching like crazy.
Maybe they're doing little repairs. Does anyone get the reference in my tune's name? Well, I assume that's a reference to that one episode of TNG with the character that comes onto the Enterprise after everybody loses their memory and they think that he's part of it. And is that the one where, let's see, Riker hooks up with Rolaren? That one? That episode? Is that the one we're talking about? It's weird what connects in our brains. Alright, I'm looking at one of my other tunes here, and I've got, Ground Voth, Plasma Damage in Space, and Herald Ship. So we got something else we can do when we're done here. Yay! Oops, wrong one. That one, yay! So are you guys up for, like, unwanted guests, or do you want to do a patrol, or a TFO, or anything?
Sorry, I'm just tending to his pool.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I don't know.
That's fine. Paws are important.
I think if I clean it up a little bit, I've got a good cleaning thing. Still got it from the early time when he still had it here in this pool pad.
So when you Google him, first reference is, of course, from Star Trek. Let's see, but Macduff relating to Shakespeare as in Leon Macduff, and Crispy he who first cries enough. And of course, doesn't say what that's from. Macbeth, thank you. A person who is not as he appears. Interesting. See, my knowledge of Shakespeare is super limited.
I know nothing of Shakespeare really outside of the basics of Romeo and Juliet, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have literature when I was at 1 year studies of English, but I don't remember anything of that.
Well, we had to do Romeo and Juliet in high school. We had to do it in class.
Oh, I'm sure.
Read it aloud, which is the first time I became super aware that people can't read well.
Yeah, that's the thing. That is a thing. People feel like somehow ashamed to read out loud.
No, some people can't read well, period. Not just enunciate and speak publicly, but it would be like I'm reading Cliff's line here, which says a person who is not as he appears, but it would be a person who is not as he appears. And these are high school level students who basically can't read. And I thought,
yeah,
okay, fine, terrible. That happens. It's sad. Turns out it's not that unusual.
Not that uncommon either.
Yeah, that people can't read.
Especially out loud. Like, they can, put words together when they're looking at them in their mind, but
they can't figure out what the words are when
reading
they
out loud is another level, I suppose.
Yeah, it's processing
I don't know.
differently.
To me, reading was always I look at letters and they scream to me the words.
Yeah, that's what numbers do for me too.
Yeah.
Until recently, as I'm getting older, I do little phone puzzles, and one of them is just you get a grid of 36 numbers, and if you pick the correct ones going across and vertically, they will add up to a certain amount on each line. So let's say you've got 6 nines on the top, but it adds to 36. You have to figure out which ones don't go in there. Well, you don't know, so you have to now calculate the verticals to figure out which ones to delete and which ones to leave in there. And it's interesting, but I keep finding myself unable to just add 6 numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's... perhaps I'm losing my mind. Shall I pick something for us to do, or are we still tending to puppy toes?
No,
puppy toes are
now.
important.
For now, I guess I'm good. Yeah, I can do whatever.
Cliff, do you have a taste for anything? Does anybody need to do anything for the event? It'd probably be... Look you there, here cometh the man Macduff. Or the man Macduff. Our enthusiasm as a team today is just...
Well, I'm sorry I didn't have any for today. Today sucks, and I want to return this day to the sender,
I'm
to the
sick.
manufacturer.
It hurts to speak.
Of course it does, Taz. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You can just sit there, chill, and, cheer us on mentally.
Yeah.
Cliff,
Oh.
I'm buffering a lot today. Not on my side. I'm looking at all my stuff. It could, if we're talking vocally, though, sometimes when I don't talk for a while, it does that weird little stuttery thing. Twitch is lagging for Cliff. No worries. All right, I'm going to pick up Royal Flush. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Got that one.
Not on a patrol, really, but...
Oh, we can do a patrol next. I'll just switch tunes. Wee woo?
Yep.
At least we get some pew-pewing. Excuse me. Hey, Sav, quick question, not related to this. How's JB doing? Cliff, you have to destroy 15 battle cruisers. Yeah. Yeah.
We spent a Gunkrell mob, just decided to not do it.
I gave up on Gunkra.
Being there.
I've got 7 out of 15. It's just like, no, it's so boring. Boring,
We
boring,
went
boring,
over
boring.
over the half of it. Yeah. Good. 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 Good.
The 15 battle cruisers is the universal. This is the
Oh, it's
event.
either cruisers, battle cruisers. I think there's something else there, but I already had mine done. So I
No,
don't
excuse
know.
me, battleships, or dreadnoughts, or cruisers.
There you go. Why are
Oh,
you
goodness.
flying? What the hell is this?
What, me?
Yeah.
It's the Vulcan to Pow. It's an old ship from an event, I think. I'm glad to hear that,
God.
Sav. If you talk to him, give him my best, and if he needs anything, let me know. He's only about 2 hours
Teensy
north of
puny
here.
Pinhead kind of a ship. Okay.
It's a little ship, and I'm only at 4.25 out of 5 to get it leveled and be done with it. I'm just not worried about leveling ships at the moment.
Clear Unit Complex Alpha, so our planet killers can arrive safely.
A week from today, next Friday, I will not be on. I was going to fly up to Chicago, but with Trump having basically laid off a whole bunch of air traffic controllers from the government, I'm not flying.
Yeah, unless you have your own starship, I don't think you want to be in the plane.
Nope, I was going to fly to Texas to visit some friends, and I'm still thinking about going. But I think I will do a drive out there with the puppers, rent a house, visit with a friend one day, go to a convention the other day.
Yeah, that sounds probably more prudent.
Yeah.
Odd.
An unseen ship has been
But
It's. I'm not gonna go political, but like, still a lot of that's too much control in the hands of one person
well, they laid off
to
a
be
lot
this
of people.
disruptive to the society like that.
Yeah. I don't think people realize how bad the air traffic controller system was in the first place. This didn't help. They also laid off a bunch of people from the TSA.
Yeah, because like I think those traffic controls were still functioning on some sort of outdated regulations from like I don't know 70s, 80s, or whatever.
Actually, the air traffic controllers pretty up to date, but the problem is they're overworked. And this came out of the Reagan era. They laid off a bunch of people. They were so overworked that mistakes were made. So,
Some of them probably welcomed the being fired.
Pardon?
Or some of them probably kind of welcomed being fired because they would finally rest.
Yeah. But that didn't
And
make the
ironically,
situation
this
better.
is just like, no, it does not. This is a critical type of thing. People should never be overworked in a critical.
Yeah, and they also laid off
infrastructure.
people from the nuclear power companies, the regulatory people. That's not a good thing to lay people off. Apparently, they quickly rehired them because they discovered, oops.
That's cute. That's really, really cute.
An unseen ship has been rescued.
So, yeah, there's the part of my brain going, huh. Sell the house and move to Sweden? Could take the doggers with me.
Sweden's always better.
I got family in Sweden. I don't know that it's better, but, you know, it's family.
I mean, at least more stable. And you're not afraid to jump into the plane.
Well, actually, the town where my family lives is one of the highest crime centers in the country right now.
Oh,
But I don't have to live where they live. A lot of immigrants and also a lot of college students. Soph says we had a plane crash in Toronto because they put the plane in the hands of a newbie. Yep, that happens. That wasn't that recent one, though, was it, Soph? The one that flipped? I thought that was from the wind.
there's a plane that flipped.
Yeah, there's a plane that landed in Toronto on a snowy, cold, icy, windy day. And apparently flipped over at landing. It doesn't look like that was
Okay.
a fault of anybody. It was just the wind got it, but maybe. Amazingly, nobody was killed. Yeah. That wasn't from the newbie, was it, Sal? I thought that was strictly weather, but it could be.
An unseen ship has been rescued. We are grateful.
Thing is, if your plane flips over, hopefully you're all strapped into your seats, but that's just a waist seat belt. It's not across your chest or anything.
Yeah, but it's just still hanging.
Yeah, exactly. You're hanging. The wing hit the wing hit the ground and the plane flipped upside down. Okay. Pilot error. Yeah, that would be pilot error. I got myself killed. Oh well. C'est la vie.
Oh, get off me, stupid probe. I sneeze on you and you disintegrate. Why are you following me?
Oh, we're already up to this part. Yay!
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because normally it can take forever. Like someone was getting the octahedron here with me, but they completely ignored the emitter.
I got killed
had to kill
before I hit
myself.
the emitter, but
Yeah, but they just left. They moved forward, and I'm like, excuse me, did you forget something?
It's right there.
Hello?
It says get emitter.
And he screams at you, the octahedron's been destroyed. Destroy the emitter. Like, hello? You have...
I do like that I can
Hearing
fly right
impairment
through these
issues.
Borg cubes, though. Does make it easier. I wonder if I can live stream off the laptop.
I do when I stream of my STO stuff.
Then part 2 becomes, I wonder if any hotel has good enough internet that I can live stream off of a laptop.
That is another thing.
Yeah, that's another thing. Of course, if I stayed in Airbnb, that would be different. We'll see.
Well, that's all up to you, really.
Or I could just take a week off.
Of what?
Streaming.
Oh, well, that's easier. That would be devastating.
Yes. Yes, people would be crushed.
I know I would.
We can get access to the game. We can still chat in the game. Just we can't necessarily stream.
That is true.
Yeah.
But that almost never happens.
That's because if I'm not getting up to do the live stream at this hour of the morning, I'm not getting up. Unless the
Oh
dog's
my
next to me.
goodness, the carrier got melted by the heavy twerp from the super cube.
Supercube sounds better than Fusion Cube.
I know, right? We must leave the area. Don't tell me what to do. I'll sit here and watch.
I'll stand here and get blown up, so there.
I'm not that close. Besides, the blow up is in the cutscene, so there's really no blow up. It's gone.
I wonder though, if you left yourself parked right next to it, would you blow up? Would you come back after the cutscene to explode a ship?
No, because the explosion is in the cutscene and it doesn't happen actually where it shows that it is. As far as I understand. The cutscene just doesn't, even if you don't move after you finish
you wind up
and
here.
you stay, the cutscene doesn't show your ship in it, so I think it's just not happening there at all.
I think you are right.
It just moves the camera and the super cube and the planet killers in a different position to show the cutscene, and then they're gone because there's not even debris. So my thinking is that they do the usual trick of moving the cutscene completely elsewhere. Which is normal, video games do that. Been doing that for a long time, so it's not a nuisance. I remember the older Tomb Raider games used to do that a lot. When they would just create a mirror room that looks exactly like the room where something is supposed to happen, and that's where the cutscene takes place, but then the camera just pans it out back, and that's where the gameplay resumes.
Sending some new invitations to this account, which needs some Herald chips. It needs some plasma damage in space, so we can do anything you want. We won, yay!
As in, like, there was another outcome available. Like, duh. Hello, it's us.
Yeah.
Could be some other noobs and they could die, but it's not us.
Apparently my dogs didn't come up with me this time. Interesting. Let's see. Herald chips. What have we got for Herald chips? Gateway? Does that work for you?
Yeah, sure.
Chris, Gateway? Sorry, Cliff, Gateway okay with you?
Well, if it's any consolation, our parliament isn't that devoid of people that shouldn't be in the public service. Yesterday, one of the...
Weeboo?
It's cool.
Weeboo?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Weeboo, Cliff? Well, the thing is, Cliff, I don't mean to keep calling you Chris, but my brain does this. It's a hard C sound followed by a consonant, followed by a short I, followed by a consonant. My brain sees them as the same thing.
Sorry, I mean,
It's-
I ain't changing my name. That is my name.
Oh, is it really?
I mean, it's short from Christopher, but I
Uh-huh.
absolutely detest the full form. So
I had a student, Christopher, who I always called Christopher because that's his name. And so when his sister would come around and call him Chris, I'd be like, who? That guy?
yeah,
Oh, you mean Christopher?
yeah. Meanwhile, I will never react to my full name. I'll detest it
Well,
until the day I die. I will hate that form. I wish I could change my name, but it's not even here.
oh, it's a here thing. But Christopher, let me call him Christopher because I did it out of respect because, you know, it's martial arts
Yeah.
school. You do things out of respect. His sister, on the other hand,
I heard gateway. My mind heard guillotine. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm suddenly surprised at where am I? But I was like, you said gateway. My brain processed guillotine.
see,
And
Chris,
that-
Cliff,
that's-
Gateway,
that's
Guillotine,
G,
same.
G, yeah. Huh? Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing in my mind, but my brain processed something completely different.
Yeah, our family
Uh.
names, I have no idea where my parents came up with the ideas because they really don't exist in our family. They're unusual names. Not weird names, but unusual. Well, I guess I'll go over here then. So there. Since everyone went that way, I'll go this way. Get me my
I
plasma
usually go
damage.
Oh, you be alone there, you get the damage.
And got
quicker.
5 of my ships already. And got my plasma damage already.
Our reinforcements are inbound.
So my son is, we were so sure he was a girl we didn't even consider boy names at all. He was going to be Ingrid.
Oh my god.
What? You don't like Ingrid?
It's... I don't know, it doesn't sound...
So,
it sounds like it fits someone in their 50s. I can't imagine like a 3-year-old girl called Ingrid. It sounds like punishment. I'm sorry. It's just like, oh no. I mean, it sounds German for once.
Swedish, but okay. No,
Yes,
he's Ingmar.
like-
No, he's not Ingmar.
Germanic, let's say.
Definitely. So there is a reason, which is we were never going to have kids. We had decided long ago, we don't need kids. Kid-free lifestyle, no problem here. And then my beloved Aunt Ingrid passed away,
Their run to the planet.
and my husband and I both went, we're having kids because her spirit's out there. We're going to have a child, and her spirit will be reincarnated in, or her spirit will be reincarnated in this child. So obviously
Oh,
it's
yeah,
going to be a
because-
girl.
Oh yeah, because you can determine whose dead soul is going to be sucked into the body.
No,
yeah,
no, we knew
mhm.
this. We were wrong. It wasn't a girl, and no, it's not Ingrid's spirit we captured.
Close them.
I'm telling you, I mean, I am the most closest to believe in reincarnation out of all the things that whatever happens, like spirit and like consciousness, whatever you call it. But you can't tell where you're gonna go. You can't influence who you're gonna get if you like have a
But
child.
we had decided.
Yeah. You can decide.
Nonetheless, he is definitely not a girl, and he is definitely not the reincarnation of Aunt Ingrid.
How can you tell?
Different personalities, so though they're both wonderful people,
Beginning their run to the planet.
just different people.
I mean, can you tell? Maybe when they get reincarnated, their memories are being wiped, so they grow to be completely different people.
That could be. Anyway, we wound up naming him after one of Asimov's robots.
Oh my god!
We did.
From an aunt to oh my god.
The short form of his name is, typical, like Bill versus William. But every now and then he would be in school. He went to University of Chicago lab schools as a kid,
Beginning their run to the planet.
and every now and then somebody would be like, "Hey, isn't that the name of one of the robots from Asimov's robot novels? Am I some repeat? Yes. Yes, my parents named me for a robot. Thank you very much.
That's
I mean, I think that's awesome to have like parents. nerds,
Emotional damage!
like- oh my god, who's that?
That's Musin.
What was what robot name? Because like Twitch is torturing me with ads.
Asimov's, the robot novels. The iRobot,
Yeah.
Caves of Steel, The Naked Sun, and I can't remember the last one. But he has robots in them. And one in particular has a name.
Okay.
They all have names, but one has a particular name that... You know, when we're going through all the typical, oh, should we name him George or Robert? Or something my husband said. Or I said something and my husband said, no, it's this name. And I'm like, oh, it's perfect!
Yeah, if you call your kid Robert, everybody's going to call him Bobby.
Yep.
I still don't understand where the exchange came from.
For Bob and Robert?
Yeah.
I don't know. The really weird one is...
Like Will and Bill. I mean, where's the B coming from in the short form?
I understand that at one time
William
there was
Bill.
a B form of that name. I don't know what it was.
It's worse when your name is James and everybody calls you Jim.
He's dead, Jim. For the rest of your life.
I actually have a friend, and whenever I make a he's dead Jim or call him Jim in any way, he gets upset.
Yeah, people do. I don't blame them.
And I'm like, but you love Kirk. You love TOS. What's the problem?
Sav says, I have an Uncle Robert. His girls, my cousins, call him Bobbert. Yep. So there are short forms of names, but the weirdest one is Elizabeth. So the short forms would be obviously Liz, Liza, Eliza.
Liso.
So, no.
Oh, I know a certain
Elspeth.
Elizabeth who was called Lilibet.
Yep, Lilibet. Yep, absolutely. Elspeth. Then we get into the really weird ones. Daisy.
Daisy comes from Elizabeth?
Yeah, it is a nickname. I believe it's out of Elizabeth. Or, excuse me, I take that back. Daisy is a short form of Margaret.
I was gonna say that.
My bad.
That still sounds ridiculous, but I think it's more.
Some of them are ridiculous, but Margaret and Daisy. Go figure. I know where it comes from, but it's still like, what the heck?
So
were they
technically,
Okay.
Elizabeth II had a sister Daisy. Lilibet and Daisy. What?
I'm sorry. Would you call Princess Margaret Daisy? No.
In Dutch, that makes complete sense.
Makes sense in French too.
Yeah, because the flower names of Daisy and Margaret, those are translated directly into flower names in
Right.
Dutch, and then they're nearly identical.
Yeah. So
You have the
Marguerite and
Margaret
Marguerite.
as a flower here,
Marguerite
but
is the
Margaret, yeah,
yeah
but
is the flower Daisy, hence the name Daisy.
that's not the name.
No, Marguerite and Mother Leaf are two different things, but they're both flowers, though.
And then we get into
Okay.
what is it? So Margaret can also be Meg. And at one time there was a convention where nicknames would be rhymed, so it would be Meg and Peg. So Peg and Peggy were considered to be derivatives of Margaret.
That is weird.
Yep. I had to make it up.
The only thing Peggy is a pain in my ass.
Not going there.
Beep.
Can you beep? Which beep?
Yeah, always taking my money.
Let's make the ship go back.
Never cooking, never cleaning.
On, stop jamming my sensors.
Die.
Oh wait, he's not technically jamming the sensors. In fact.
How do we get all the way over there? Come on.
I can't even comment on Peggy Bundy being from something something county.
Soph says, like Margaret Trudeau, everyone calls her Mad Mag. Oh, we killed that thing. Yay, we killed it. Killed it with fire.
Goody.
Leave map. Yay!
I can't stop enjoying those phasers, the false phasers. They look so good. They look so good. They've done me so much.
No, we're not doing that one. We're just gonna do that one. That one. And that one. Okay. There we go. YouTube. It's a Graz. Good morning, Graz.
Good morning.
How are you?
Howdy.
Just woken up.
Well, it's
Okay.
Friday.
Is it good working up or bad working up?
Well, I would say on more on the good side.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, really. Really.
Tomorrow's my Friday.
I hate Fridays.
Yeah, Chris has
Because my
bad
work
Fridays.
is almost, as a general rule, the only Friday that wasn't bad in February was last week because it was off. When I'm not at work, it's going to be okay Friday, but it's not going to be okay when I'm at work. And today has been like one of those days.
I did buy a lottery ticket, but I have not checked it yet, so maybe I've won enough
maybe you're
money that I
rich.
can send everyone $1 million. Then we can all just go.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be
maybe you
fun?
can buy Star Trek.
No, the lottery was only like 50 million, but it's enough that we could all do fine.
The game's decreasing in value rapidly.
Don't know about that. I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. I'd love to see some more content, though. But
Well, I'm disappointed with what I've seen, but I guess they can do better in a year from now.
yeah, well, it's been what, a couple of weeks. Let's give them a chance. But at least
Longer, but like
officially, right?
Over a couple of weeks.
But I mean,
But-
we didn't like the way they were assigning weight to the TFOs and all that stuff, and they actually changed it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either, and I thought everybody else is going to complain, so I didn't bother.
Oh, I did. I commented politely, and they paid attention. Soph says, I don't have high hopes. If all we get is one mission per quarter and nothing but new ships, then meh. Yeah, I can see that, Soph. Totally can. But I think they know that's not going to hold people either, so I'm hoping that the one mission per quarter thing ends, and we get at least a few more.
If there was like, if they gave us some value TFOs and stuff like that.
There's something new, though.
I don't know.
Not just the same old.
Like patrols that are not entirely recycled from the episodes, because that's the worst thing they've done in the past. When they just basically took a TFO, a story fragment and just cut it out and just made it into a patrol. It's like, no, we've done this.
Yeah.
Like, they could just throw in some randomized.
Well, I would love to see another thing like, how we had the Breen cold call arc. It's 5 short stories that tie together but aren't tied to a mission, or the Spectres, or things like that. Give us some interesting short content like that. I'd be really happy to get some short.
It doesn't have to be like an entire arc that's overarching for 5 seasons.
Yeah, I don't need a huge arc, and I don't have to have everything with a featured voice actor. I don't think the Breens had any voice actors to speak of.
I mean, they might have introduced some when they have actually hired some actors from DS9, because the Breen were the closest to DS9 as we ever got. So they must have incorporated them retroactively.
No,
but
they haven't.
Initially, no.
They still haven't, and there's no need for it because it doesn't really do a DS9. It's the whole Deferra thing.
Oh, so they didn't do anything. They didn't add anything.
It's old, and you don't need to add anything to it. It's fine. Do a couple like that. And
I
leave
have to
some
go
of the
through
side
these episodes
quests.
because I think I've run through them once in my life.
What they should do is add that pair between the universes from the last episode of Lower Decks into the game.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see that, but
and there you go. A whole.
Yeah, that sounds cool on paper, but it
Well,
opens another kind of worms. Like the people require characters and.
what I
voiceovers.
would do with that is make that a gateway to what is essentially a duplicate map of the quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
But then the factions and the things are all like messed up, and you can fill that up with like a whole bunch of missions again.
So just a new quadrant that we tend to explore, but it doesn't actually have any stories in it. Just
Yeah, that's
separate
fine.
random
I think
stuff.
everybody misses the old exploration of the nebulas.
Oh man, I miss the old clusters and being able
Yeah.
to buy up my
Why not give that?
diplomacy.
Why not give us stuff like that back? It can't be that difficult. It didn't
Yeah, 'cause
require
you
voice
have to get-
acting. It's just like.
You had
Go ahead.
you had to get to tier 3, and then you could basically fly into one of them clusters and quickly buy it out to tier 4.
Even if you can't do things like that, just going in and doing more exploration, just more fun stuff, and not just all pew-pew. Pew-pew's
Just
fine.
some
And
random
there's plenty of
disconnected
it.
systems.
Yeah.
They could just like do callbacks to races that we know from the franchise, but nothing that is part of a bigger story.
Mm-hmm. Or have your Terran the universes be a TFO or a patrol, and you go in there and you have no idea what you're going to fight or what you're going to find. It would be something random, completely random.
I wouldn't make it link to another sector space map, which is a duplicate, and then have all the alignments and factions kind of offset a bit so that you really get the feeling you're in a different universe.
It
Like
might
a
be hard to
peaceful,
do that.
like
Go
a
ahead.
peaceful Klingons, or
Warrior
Oh.
Vulcans.
Well, how
or-
about Confederation?
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah,
Confederation from the alternate, the Q's universe, vision of future. Oh my god.
and if you don't like include the Alpha quadrant and only do the Beta quadrant, you could
Yeah.
technically make like 2 or 3 of them. Have one be like the Mirror Universe, one be the Confederation version, one be a universe where the Klingons conquered the entire quadrant.
You could do that, Mason. It's just going to take a lot of.
It takes
More-
a lot of copy pasting
Yeah.
and then preparing in the new quadrant some missions. However, because you can add that one quadrant at a time, you know, they got a little bit of wiggle room.
Saab says new faction would be nice. Yeah, I agree. That would be nice. I don't know which
No.
faction it would be.
Yeah, which faction would you add? Like, thinking out of the box, we've got all the standard versions of like different display the timelines of factions
Well,
already. What do you
Terrans.
add?
She's saying Terrans. That actually could be fun.
But what? Are they gonna have a completely different story arc, or like they just get displaced here and they continue on our
It would
side?
have to blend in with this arc at some point, but let's say you'd have a new intro arc for it. Like 4 episodes.
Yeah, but the tutorial.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure about the tutorial.
Well, think about how they did it with TOS. We had 4 TOS only episodes.
Yeah, but you're on the side of the good guys. The tutorial for Terrans would have to be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And then the systems and all the stuff on the line.
You know, disposed of by the Emperor.
True.
There you
Wouldn't
go.
mind that.
And now they're here, and they're going to join
Maybe
up with Starfleet.
Maybe Terran defectors who would like, you know, with the Enterprise that we've seen in Discovery Season 5, you know, people that were aligned with this different vision. Or maybe defectors from the Klingon-Vulcan alliance that we've met.
Well,
That would be cool. They could be of all the different races, but they are from the Mirror Universe. That could be cool.
and then you can choose to be good-natured and love your fellow man and join the Federation, or continue to be, you know, slightly more prone to aggression and join the Klingon side.
Yeah, let's say there's a way to play that. What if you were on the Terran side, but you were against the Terran Empire per se, and you had to fight them, and that's the first 4 stories. And finally, there's Terran, the universes, and you get the chance to jump back here and join either side. Could work out. Could work out. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I got a crazy busy day today. So, on behalf of the Dark Mom Consortium, Moopsy in the Morning, I want to thank everybody who joined us today. And Chris, have a better day. Hope Fluffers feels better.
Well, he just started eating his breakfast 2 hours later, so he has appetite.
Good for him. Taz, I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Oh my God. That voice.
Go be quiet. Drink your tea and honey and whiskey if you've got it. Graz, always good to hear your voice. My game plan is to be on tonight, but since there's a really good chance I'm not going to get home before 6, which is not going to make the dogs happy, not going to guarantee I'm on tonight. And Musa, great to hear your voice as well. Cliff and Sav, lovely to have you in chat.
Sav was right, by the way. The stream was acting up big time.
But not on my side. So I've got the stats running out here on the bottom, and it's just giving me pretty normal runs here. So let's see. Sav says Twitch being about... Yep, it's Twitch.
I mean, I was watching the stream at times, and it looked okay for me, but I'm in a different area, so maybe it's just something...
Probably the one who can give the accurate one here would be Graz, but he's already left here. All right, folks, I'm getting out of here. Have a wonderful day. And as we like to say around here,
Mom.
take care, Taz. Stay moopsy.
Moopsy.
Moopsy. Shun the non-believer. Shun the non-believer. Shun.
Shun them all to you.